works out as planned. When you add a visa application into the mix, everything can feel a little bit stressful and overwhelming when you're navigating a breakup. In this week's blog, I'm taking you through what to expect if your relationship ends and you're in the middle of a partner visa process. One of the most common questions I get asked is, can my partner cancel my visa? And the short answer to that question is no, they don't have that power. A cancellation of a visa can only occur for a visa that's been granted, and it's a legal procedure that can only be actioned by the department. In fact, did you know that threats to cancel your visa or use your visa status against you could actually be part of an underlying pattern of violence or even a criminal offence? So what actually happens if you break up? Here's where things get a little bit more complicated. It's going to really depend on your individual circumstances and exactly where you're at in terms of your partner visa journey. Whether you're holding a prospective marriage visa, a temporary partner visa, a bridging visa, or you're just getting started. In some cases, you may be able to continue your process and secure your visa in Australia. In other cases, you may need to consider alternative visa pathways or departing Australia. The one thing you need to be aware of is that a relationship breakdown can impact your visa status. Particularly if you are planning to travel, there can be unintended consequences if you don't go about informing the department of your plans and intentions. This could include things like loss of travel rights, loss of work rights, or an inability to return to Australia either imminently or in the future if things change. If you're going through a breakup and are thinking you just need to get away and are planning to travel, albeit temporarily or a more permanent move, don't book those flights just yet and make sure you get advice so that you know exactly where you stand. If you hold a bridging visa, this is where extra care and planning is needed. Bridging visas are a temporary structure that allow you to go from one visa destination to the next, but it's only stable if you remain on that path. If you need to change directions, for example, by applying for another visa, it's really important you get advice to understand exactly what will happen to your visa in terms of the eligibility for a future application, whether or not you can lodge a valid visa, and what your work and travel rights will be associated to the new application. So when can a visa still be granted? There are limited circumstances where your partner visa may still be able to proceed even if the relationship breaks down. This includes scenarios where there is a child of the relationship and you share parenting arrangements, or if you've experienced family violence. You don't need to stay in an unsafe relationship to protect your visa status in Australia. Family violence isn't just limited to physical harm. It can include things like social isolation, emotional abuse, coercive control, and financial manipulation. Every situation is different, and partner visa breakups are some of the most legally and emotionally complex cases that we see, but you don't need to face this alone. If you're unsure about your visa status, planning what to do next, or need somebody to talk things through, we're here to support you, and I look forward to meeting with you soon.